This morning, Brian and I are headed up to Alaska in two different PA-12s. The one behind me is the one I'm going to be flying. I'm going to try to do a nice video about our trip up there, and I hope you all like it.
Okay, Brian, I'm ready to go when you are. Just let me know.
Okay, everything's checked out. Let's go.
And Bishop traffic. 72 Mike's taking off runway 35, straight out departure.
Yeah, Bishop traffic. 71 Mike will be number
2. And we're going to turn on course. The first stop's going to be Silver Springs. Oh, we're crossing right by Benton now. And going over the highway into Adobe Valley. Coming over Black Lake now. So we've made our first leg here. We're just coming into Silver Spring. We're going to get some gas here and just check everything over. Bahonton Reservoir off to our right. And 72 Mike is base to final 24, Silver Springs. And 72 Mike's down and clear, taxiing to fuel, Silver Springs. Well, we're leaving Silver Springs now northbound. Our next stop will be Lakeview, Oregon. Probably about 2.5 hours. So, nice clear day. New clouds starting to puff up, but no big deal. Well, we're crossing the Smoke Creek Desert now, north of Pyramid Lake. Quite a lot of water in it. I suppose snow runoff or rain. All the deserts are wet this year. Well, we're crossing over what's called on the map Upper Lake of the Alkali Lakes, right near Lake City. And the ridge ahead of us, we cross that ridge, and Goose Lake will be on the other side. Lakeview be the next stop. Well, we've just crossed the ridge over from the Alkali Lakes. Goose Lake is straight ahead. Lakeview's on the north end of Goose Lake. Flying into some rain showers here as we cross the ridge and come down the other side. Yeah, so we're about ready to leave Lakeview. We're just taxiing out to the runway. Lake County traffic, Super Cruiser 3972 Mike, taking off, runway 17 left, downwind departure. Flying through a rainstorm here, rain shower really, just coming out of Lakeview en route to Hermiston. Skies look clearer and sunnier up ahead. And Hermiston traffic, Super Cruiser 3972 Mike's taking off runway 5, left turn out now. All right, we're off the ground in Hermiston, on our way to Okanagan, last stop for the day. Sun's still pretty high. We're crossing the Columbia River from Oregon to Washington. We're flying over the Hanford nuclear waste disposal site on the Columbia River. Well, we're at the end of our first day of flying, starting a descent into Okanagan, just a few miles south of the Canadian border. Beautiful country. Two Mike's left downwind 4, Okanagan. All right, we're getting ready to leave Okanagan this morning, en route to Kamloops. Been a frustrating morning filing EAPIS reports, flight plans, waiting for over an hour for CanPass to answer so we can tell them we're on our way. Right now we're crossing over Palmer Lake, which is just a few miles south of the Canadian border. This country is just amazingly beautiful. It's a beautiful day. There's no turbulence. And we're on our way to Kamloops. Looks like we got some mountains to cross ahead, but it'll be no big deal. Coming into Kamloops now. We're just about to enter right base for 09. Right over the septic treatment pond. Smells wonderful. And 72 Mike's initiating a left-hand turn for entry into a left downwind 27.
72 Mike, roger.
And 72 Mike short final 27.
Yeah, 72 Mike, roger.
Mike clearing.
Radio, Cessna 172, Golf Echo Kilo Kilo.
Okay, we've made it Kamloops up to Cornell, and we're just about to get into the pattern and land here at Cornell. And 72 Mike is taking off runway 13.
2 Mike, roger.
And 71 Mike departing 13.
We're about halfway between Prince George and Mackenzie. We've deviated a little bit to push between these through a line of rain showers here. Once we get over this lake ahead, we'll turn direct towards Mackenzie. Copy. We're letting down. We're approaching Mackenzie. Went through a pretty good set of rainstorms between Prince George and here, but it's bright, clear, sunny sky here and light winds. Very nice. The south end of Williston Lake. And 72 Mike is crossing overhead Mackenzie for a left downwind 35. Windsock's calm. 72 Mike's left base, 35 Mackenzie.
And 7 Mike on the crossing, mid-field, center at left downwind for 35.
are in Mackenzie. 10 after 6. Sun is bright. Right, we're just taking off from Mackenzie, northbound to Watson Lake. Got a nice tailwind today. Going to be pushing us along pretty good. We got extra fuel on board. We're going to stop along the way and fill up our fuel tanks. And we got tons of fuel here to make it to Watson Lake. We're starting up the famous or infamous, as it will be called, the trench. One of the favored routes to Alaska. Well, we're getting up the trench a little ways here. I'm just going to make a turn, and you can get a look up the trench. Williston Lake, a huge lake. It's an artificial lake. They made it for moving logs down to the mills in Mackenzie. Well, we're coming to the north end of Williston Lake, and right up ahead of us is one of the little airstrips that are up and down here. Some of them are for the First Nations reserves. Some of them are for logging companies. We're flying on up to one, and we're about 20, 30 minutes out. We're going to refuel and keep going. Well, we just made it to Fort Ware here. Got a nice runway here. We're going to land and refuel from the bags that we're carrying. Got some nice, big, wide dirt runway here. Mike, turning left base, runway 11.
Airport Ware, Southern Mike, 9 miles south inbound, 11. How was that, Jeff?
You got a really good headwind coming into this runway, and it's nice and smooth gravel.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm back taxiing here, and I'll just get off here by the shed.
Copy.
Ready to go, Brian?
Yes, sir, right behind you.
On our way to Watson Lake. Full of fuel. Well, we're arriving at Watson Lake, passing over the town right now. Well, we're just taking off Watson Lake, en route to Whitehorse now. And hopefully the wind will help us a little, not hurt us. All right, we've been flying through the rain here almost all the way from Watson Lake. We're coming up on Teslin Lake, and we've been following the highway pretty much, and we're now 75 nautical miles from Whitehorse. And Whitehorse radio, 7-2 Mike and 7-1 Mike are at 1-4 right, ready for takeoff.
7-2 Mike, Whitehorse radio, roger, taxi your discretion and report clear of the zone.
You bet, we'll report clear of the zone. Well, we're crossing Kluane Lake right now. Beautiful, gorgeous, big lake. Completely frozen. And we're on our way to Northway. We're doing pretty well. We've got a good tailwind now. We were fighting a headwind earlier. And now we're going to make up some time. Well, we're approaching the Northway airport. Getting ready to land. This is where we're going to go through customs.
Ware area traffic, Super Cruiser November 2971 Mike, 10 to the east inbound 23.
All right, we're taking off from Tok.
Well, we're here in Gulkana now. Just flew here from Tok. Very slow. Serious headwinds all the way. And quite a bit of turbulence through the canyons, going through the mountains. Unfortunately, I can't show you any video of it because I was too busy flying the airplane to operate the GoPro. So we're just taking a little breather here, got some fuel. Last leg of the trip is going to be from Gulkana here to Big Lake. Not a long flight, but once again, it's going to be a slow one because there are headwinds. So we'll see what I can do with the camera on this one, but we're almost there.
All right, we just left Gulkana. On our way to Big Lake now. Could be an interesting flight. Well, we're about to go through Tanetta Pass, the high point between Gulkana and Wasilla, and we're just going to go through here at about 5:05. All indications right now are the winds are light and variable. Calm going through here. Great. Looking through the pass now. Little mountain down in there is called Deep Mountain. And behind that, the Matanuska Valley starts. Crossing the high point of the pass right now. Looking down the Matsu Valley.
As beautiful as it gets.
Boy, you're not kidding.